Coach Murphy open with comments. We'll take questions. Both Karrington Ward and also Mike Talley.
Give Buffalo a lot of credit. Really good basketball team. We did an unbelievable job shooting the basketball tonight. I thought throughout the first half we were consistent on offense. Didn't play great defense. I thought Karrington did a great job carrying us the first half, along with Raven Lee hitting some baskets. I thought we had a couple miscues to end the first half and allowed them to take the lead. And I thought when we came out the second half, we dialed in a little bit more defensively. I thought Darrell Combs gave us a great lift off the bench in the scoring area when we were down 8. And I give Michael Talley a lot of credit for the minutes he played. And as a unit, we only turned the ball over 6 times, and he's the primary ball handler, so I give him a lot of credit for that. The last 8 minutes of the game, we went with our 4 seniors, along with Mike at the point guard position. We were going to go home. I was going to put the onus on their shoulders. They've helped lay the foundation for this program. And I thought the last 8.5 minutes they did a tremendous job playing defense and making plays. Can't say enough about Dalen's 2 big 3-point baskets in the second half. JR made some plays. Mike made some big free throws down the stretch. We were able to close out the game.
Coach, what adjustments did you make?
Let's take questions for student ethics first, and then we'll come back to Coach Murphy. Okay. Questions for Karrington or also Mike?
Karrington, how hard was it to sit on the bench during that last 8 minutes?
Oh man, it was tough, but as a teammate, I just got to sit there and like watch the team do the thing, I just had to stay positive, and cheer them on. It's definitely tough sitting that long, but thank God we got the job done.
Karrington, what was the mindset of the team when you guys were down 10? And you guys were able to go, I think it was 2 separate 10-0 runs throughout the game. What was the mindset during?
But we've been in that position before, so we just took it to the mindset that we've been in this position before, so we just gotta do what we do when we're down like that. We made our run, and then we didn't stop at that. We just kept pushing and got the win.
Do you guys talk about the lift Combs gave you at that point? I mean, it's when you were down 10. I think you had the 3 drives to the basket there.
It was definitely huge because we were down 10, like you said, and those 3 buckets were big. I think he made an actual and 1, and that brought us within 3. And then after that, we just rolled from there. So it gave us a big lift off the bench, and that just carried on the confidence of our team.
Mike, it seemed like you really elevated your play in the second half and really kind of frustrated with the Buffalo Cards. What was your change in mindset after halftime?
Basically, we had to adjust to find the shooters because, they hit a lot of threes early. So Coach Murphy and the team, we made the adjustments to find the shooters after that. And basically, on my behalf, I just wanted to step up as one of the leaders on the team, one of the older guys, and just take control of the basketball, be the primary ball handler.
Mike, tell me about 60-55, about 2-minute mark in the game. When you were fouled, tell me about how, were you shocked or not that you were fouled?
I'm not sure which play you mean, but I was just being strong with the ball. That's what we were taught growing up, just to protect the ball, being a small guard, dribbling out of the traps, and just being strong with it. Because you have to make the refs call the foul. So that's it.
All right, Mike, Karrington will be back to the locker room. We'll continue with
Thank you.
questions for coaches.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Coach, tell me about the adjustments you made at the 15-minute mark. You guys were down a couple of digits.
We just, going into the game, we knew how well Freedom could shoot it, him and Jeremy Skeet. They had pretty good games against us the first time around. And at halftime is when we made the adjustments to go widen our zone, depending on Deshante Riley to be the defensive player of the year, play like the defensive player of the year, and guard McCray one-on-one. And I thought we took a little too long to make those adjustments, but when we did, they began to struggle to score. I thought Deshante did a phenomenal job using his length inside. Anytime you can hold McCray to his season low in point production, and you've done a tremendous job. But we found free love the last 8 minutes of the game, and we rebounded the ball very well to close out the game. So the adjustments was to go a little wider and protect the 3-point line.
Coach, was the game plan going in to just take Javon away and make the other guys beat you? Because it seemed like you guys were really just making his life really miserable, especially in the first half.
Definitely not the game plan. The first time we played them down in Amherst, we held him scoreless the first half, and he had 10 points the second half. So we had great belief in Deshaunte's ability to bother him with his length. We knew we had to get to shooters. I thought our guards did a poor job in the first half of locating shooters. Usually we close out high hands and, force contested shots, but we didn't do that in the first half. And sometimes when you go over a scouting report, you show guys on film, sometimes they just don't believe. Like, yeah, coach, I hear you. But we told these guys that he was a great shooter. And we finally realized that he had 21 points. So I give our guys a lot of credit. And again, that's why I went with J.R. Sims to get a little size at the top of our zone to make it a little bit tougher for Free Love. And 6'8" and 6'7" on the wings from our forwards are always going to be tough to shoot over.
Rob, you spoke yesterday after the victory about what that meant to the program, what getting 20 victories meant to the way you're rebuilding the program, changing the culture. What does this mean?
This is another huge step for us, simply because we were in this game last year. We lost to Western Michigan. And I talked to the guys, last night. I talked to them today again about when you're building the program and you're laying the foundation, you have to continue to take the next step. And for us, we're playing to win the MAC tournament, but this was the next big step for our program in the building process. So we were faced with some adversity in the second half. It was in question. The guys that laid the foundation, those seniors that were on the floor, those 4 guys that closed the game out with Mike Talley, it meant a lot to them to continue to strive to take that next step. So I give them a lot of credit.
It was early in the second half when it happened, but when they got up 10, what did you think?
I thought we needed to get an offensive spark, and that's why I put Darrell Combs in the game. Our defense is always going to be there. Never worried about that. I love our philosophy and our concept. We're a really good defensive team, and at some point we're going to force you into tough shots, and we'll rebound the ball. But anytime you get down 10, you start thinking, how are we going to manufacture points? Who are my best offensive players? And I only could go with one tonight, and it would happen to be Darrell. And he came in and got us back to where we needed to be. And then I put our defensive unit back in there, and we took care of business from there.
Coach, I thought Deshaunte Riley was just an absolute rock in the middle tonight. Now, compared to last night when he got in foul trouble early, I thought he played a really smart game through the whole
Mm-hmm.
Did he or did you talk to him tonight or before the game about maybe trying to hold position a bit better? I understand some of those fouls last night were.
Yeah. Some of them were tough calls. But he had 2 reaching fouls. And I told him, if you get a foul and you're going to block a shot or you're being aggressive, that's fine. But you got to take away the knickknacks, the reaches, the pushes. And I thought he did that tonight. And he really played steady defense and allowed his length to help him be a really good defender today, opposed to trying to block everything. But he did get a huge block there late in the game when they had a chance to cut it to 3. But all night he was everywhere, using his athletic ability and his length to slow Javon McCray down. And ultimately he got some rebounds, and also Glenn and those guys did a great job of helping him out.
Yeah, he made a really alert play too and got out of the wing and disrupted Free Love on one shot.
He did. And I told him in the timeout, we're going to go all out. And we just call it 5 out, our zone, late in the game. If you see somebody open, Deshaunte, you got to make an effort to go contest it. And then obviously forward has to come down and fill his spot, and obviously guard has to go to the backside to rebound. I thought he did that, and we ended up coming up with that rebound as well. So I give our guys a lot of credit. It was a well-fought victory. We played now 3 games in 4 days, but we're excited about where we are. We'll continue to, get our rest, get our fluids in our body, and continue to execute on both sides of the ball, hopefully play well.
You beat Toledo, they beat you this year. What do you see?
They're a great team. They average 85-plus points a game. They get out in transition very well. They do a great job of getting the ball in areas where they can be successful. And one thing that's a plus, anytime you can put 5 guys on the floor, and every last guy that you put on the floor is an offensive threat, is extremely dangerous. So for us, I mean, you know, they're a good team. We're excited to be where we are, and I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow.
How important is Glenn Bryant going to be tomorrow? Because he seems to be the one player that Toledo doesn't have the athleticism to match up with.
Well, I think he's huge. I think all, you know, 9 of our guys that play are huge, though. I mean, Toledo's a good team. They're one of the best teams in the conference, had one of the best years in college basketball, and they have a great point guard and a pretty good coach. We're looking forward to it. Believe me, our guys will be excited. We've split this year. We're playing for something, you know, big, and that's the MAC Tournament Championship, so I'm excited about it. All right, thanks, guys.